Hello! I am back. Once more. I stuffed my face. And I am pretty full. They also got my order wrong, or maybe they had to substitute it, I'm not certain. But, I got curry instead of noodles, and I am very full, so I'm not complaining. But, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna continue on. First things first, Wook Lamont has something to say about this place. Discuss Aunt Till's Tacos. This is Aunt Till's Tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely Tisu. If you're ever after the best tacos in Tuliolal, this place sits at the top with Zabiav Tie. You say that third promise, but you only ever eat at Baroque Evu's food. Come by mine for a change. Sorry to Seoul. It has been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop by for a bite once the contest is over. Aw, that's where we're going. After the contest. I handled a couple extra little things, and then hopped right back on. Here we go. New friend. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine morning? Well met, Ropely. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Or something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tural's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Dima, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually. Thought he might have reason to visit Wachu Makey sooner or later. But allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropely, humble servant of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Dima. You there, stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Oh, it's him! I've seen that man before, somewhere before. What was his name? Yeah, it was our ocean voyage buddy. A jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Fionjin Tane? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... What? And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by Link Pro if you find him first. Thank goodness. Man's helpless. It was definitely the right call to completely reboot my program because it's running way better now. Everything is much smoother. Apparently running it all day will make it chug. Good to know. There we are. Where's the guy? Gotta be around here somewhere. This sounds like a goofy chase. Oh my gosh, it's a baby. Okay, carrying on. There he is. Bonjitane. You were conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship. Yes, we have. Now, what are you doing? You found him? Good, I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ropley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. What? I need to know. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. You're too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. You want a job? Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah, Ishtane's Aesthetics. Oh, it started off so well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Oh. This might resonate with Luc Lamont. Hopefully it does. She could use a confidence boost. Thus did I take the ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Needs help. Oh, right then. You offered a morsel, then served us the full course. Lamont is stunned. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then you have experience with my predicament? Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers? But when you put it that way, They're not superior to you, Oklamat. They are not. You have just as much to offer. Not more. Not me. I'm Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliolal. Daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please forgive me my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Can't measure your on occasion. Can't measure your worth by the success of others. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, it was my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as he, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. You can do it, buddy. I believe. What is truly important. Lamont. Oh, there you are. Lost in thought? Oh, sorry, Dima. I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine is giving himself another chance. For all Tirali, Diplomat wonders how Fontaine is getting on. Can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Ropes. Oompst. I've been messaged. Oh! Where? There! It's my friend! My friend! Hello? Hello? You may also have a love heart. Ultimate legend. What else have I got? What other emotes have I got? There we go. And then I go. We go. We run. Amazing. There we go. I'm not running the entire way. There we are. Fontaine! It was kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I've found my courage. Have you? Oh, he's got the heroic music. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fontaine, and I am a goldsmith from Ul'dah in faraway Orz. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachumeki, if you will have me. I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had the moment of much-needed self-reflection. We're being summoned. The quest beckons! The arrangements have been made. Come and meet us at the entrance of the High Tide Harbor. Alright, we go. Oh, I almost forgot. You have my X ready, Ropley. Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachumeki artisan. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. good luck to you, Fontagine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. I feel like I want to know more about Erenville. Like, we keep getting hints about his past and stuff going on with him, but nothing detailed yet, and I want to know. I'm now thinking about dungeon queue times and just realizing I'm a DPS and this may be awful. But then again, everyone is doing the quest right now, so maybe it won't be that bad? Guess we'll just have to see. It's not like I've got any dungeon content yet. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. Boats. Manatees. What is that? It's a puniti. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. First alpacas, now punutis. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide, though. True. Erenville. Take a compliment for once. Sassy baby. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat. Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozamauka rowed these river boats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Doral now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Kona! Lamati. Traveling up the river, I presume? Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I had my own entourage with me since the beginning. There they are! My friends, it's been a while. Well, not that long. There they are. Tancred, Ariange, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the studio. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Tancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology, which our people could readily use. such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job? A few. The nation of Tuliala spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Urianger at times, but it's surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kana and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Koana's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Koana, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. Is your Stola not with them? I thought you were taking a boat. Even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Oh, is that a smile? Leave the handling of the punti to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the other boat as possible. Will do. Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville just in case. I'd like to stay on deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chance to show that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Then Kryl will stand guard with Dima. The duo. I'll keep Erenville company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats in Alpha. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Amazing. We can do it! Oh. To begin. Dude, I will just let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. First dungeon. Okay. I felt like that last cutscene should have had voice. I'm assuming it shouldn't have, but yep, voice is on. Oh geez. If this wait time gets to be too long, we'll just go with the NPCs. We can't stand here all day debating the dangers ahead. We have a contest to win. As Kona said, once we're on the boat, there will be little room to fight and nowhere to run. We must be prepared for all manner of threats. This should be a good opportunity for you to see how far my training has progressed. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Kryl. Kona decided the river route was too risky, but I wonder how the other claimants are planning to travel. We'll take the smaller boat to board the big vessel with the punity. Alright, I guess while we wait, Aether Current Hunt. We're gonna be efficient. I have food. And I'm not gonna read these out loud because I do want to save my voice a little bit. This music. Well, I guess we drive all the way. That was rude. "24-minute average wait time." Is it because everyone's doing it the wait time's so long? Well, hopefully it's faster than I anticipated, because I don't want to sit around for a half hour for this. It'll take about as long to just do the dungeon without people. I don't like doing these sorts of things with the justice system, because if I die once, then we have to go back to the beginning, and especially after hearing people say that it's very difficult content, I don't want to be doing that for forever. Kozanuki, a reed-woven statue for the Hanu deity Xiahihi. It's ensconced here in this place of worship. The shrine is believed to stand on sacred ground, a holy dry land blessed by the sun's rays in the otherwise swampy terrain. Anuhavi. Oh, hello! To what do I owe this honor? And here I am immediately reading this out loud. Ugh. Now we go all the way back. And then I'll be one of 2 Aether Currents done. Sorry, I keep forgetting I need to mute that. So I hope my chewing wasn't in anyone's ear or anything like that. Because, you know, that would just be rude. $27, it's just getting longer. Oh, this is one of those guys. Molting something awful. Oh, yes. Okay, thank God. Here I was, like, panicking it was gonna be a half hour more. They probably just stole that boat from someone else. It's probably gonna be Kona's boat. Hello? There's a boat like ours up ahead. Could be Zeralja or, oh god, Bakulugaja? Oh! Yep, forget indeed. Us. For some rain, it seems. That is Bakul Jaja ahead of us. Be ready for anything. Oh, he's gonna unleash his guys on us, isn't he? Wait, how's our... Oh. Yes, come closer. We have something for you. Gift, courtesy of the blessed siblings. Oh, gosh. That is very large. Ugh, it's not going to plan. We'll just have to improvise. The harness! Afraid of a fair fight? Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Is the little thing okay? Anvil, we're losing speed. The harness is broken. I'm sorry, but we'll have to pull over to the bank. But is the little guy okay? Won't be going anywhere until we can make repairs. See if there's a route ahead. We'll try to catch up to you later. That was odd. Game glitching. Well, that's terrifying. Whew. That was insane. Just right off the bat. Bird. I'm gonna hope this is what I should do. Ooh, that was crazy. Want that back over there. Oh jeez, that took a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Don't stand in the stupid. Yes, that is specifically targeted at me. Cute. A strange happenstance. Had some misfortune befallen thy vessel? Apologies, friends. Seems you'll be taking the long way around. Ah, you assholes! Gosh dang it, Thancred. Let's say something about him putting our lives in danger, but... Mimic launch? He's not actually. He knows we can handle the pressure. This. There we go. There's one that still wants me. That's okay. Climb. Oh my word. It's so cute. Okay, no, it's kind of terrifying. But also it's fuzzy. What? They're big. Oh, they're big. That was weird. I wonder where my attacks went. Wait, they look like us. This up. So I don't know what our healer's full name is, but I'm kind of thinking that this may have been the one situation in which giving an initial for the last name is a problem. Because that's awkward. I'm gonna pass on those. I don't, they remind me too much of spiders. That's beautiful. heck is that? Well, I'm glad we don't have to fight it. This thing's horrible. Oh, they're connected to little, like, orbs. These are terrifying. Oh, is this it? Oh, we do have to fight that thing. Apex Predator Polygon. Wildlife is fighting with us. Oh no. I don't feel like those are gonna go. They didn't grow, but there was definitely more to them. Oh shit. That is very new. That was a cool thing. Oh, what? Level up! Hell yeah. Well, that was insane. Thank you all! Well done. I'm sorry. I'll give it to the poor person who had to take over my my job. Did it.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Hey, they made it! Worried we might not catch up to you. These caverns you traversed were dug with the Yakoi in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavation can be found throughout this region. Why is there no dialogue? Well, I appreciate the lesson, O wise guide. We are landing this boat anytime soon. Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. I don't know why that was suddenly autoplay. Without dialogue, a little less. The walls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. It's amazing. Now please, let me off. No, no more boats. Oh, are you... Oh, are you... Oh, you're not alright. I shouldn't be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wuklumat? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. Promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Wuklumat. Ignore me. It's Sanaja talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well. But if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone. So please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Kryl, everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. You as well, Dimma. I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. Ah! I've long felt that I could never tell anyone what I was when I was confused or hurting. That admitting weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. Ah! Jump scare. Oh. Wow. This is beautiful. Teleporting around. Exploring the new zone, having a good time. Discover a new location. I'm 92. Right on track. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done. Ooh, that looks comfy.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time,
Oh.
so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Yes, you are. Can't measure your worth by the success of others.
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace, and I want to keep it that way. I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
It's time to hydrate. Ah!
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Aww. Aww. Aaronville is so pretty. It's not fair. Meanwhile, in the Second Promises camp. Alright, you gremlins, what are you up to?
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it.
Dawntrail.
Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I have any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkopacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
Hear, feel, think.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
We're gonna have to fight. Meanwhile, with the first promise.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Oh, we don't trust him anymore.
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Don't like his head stretching out towards me. I also don't like that he's about to go attacking us earlier. Oh, earlier with Bakul Jaja. Following us again.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. But do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings! Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Yeah, neither of those can be wanted to take the throne. So we have to put our hopes in too. Alright, before we carry on, I'm gonna grab that. What top is that? Oh. Oh right, we're going to the... Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. We now enter Iku... Okay, I'm not gonna... We can use the trust system on that now. Promise for the people. A leaking work pod. Erenville is concerned about the dangers on the road. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road will be taken as a favorite hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there will be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Though, considering present company, suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zoral, Jah, and the Landsguard been doing? It seems it's up to me to restore order in the area. Off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Okay, I'm gonna double check my mic again, because I'm still paranoid from the last there we go. It's good. We're good. From the alien robot voice I had a while ago. No wish to replicate that. Oh, sorry. What? Thing looks like a Pokemon. Wait, 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 wait. Oh. It's a bandit's fate. Nobody seems to be interested in participating. I'll do these fates later. Right now it's time to focus on the story. Help me. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of Miakabekazoma, but let's remain vigilant all the same. This is so pretty. Ooh! Look at those. No! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm just an innocent me. Don't mind the hiccup. Pardon me? Okay. There's the alpaca keep. Oops. Goodness me, it's like the entire village is made of pottery. Oh, you're right. Didn't even notice that before. This is it. The village where the Lay of Pots from the Tuliolal saga took place. Oh, of course that's why it's the Lay of the Pots. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Just like pots. Look at their long feet. Welcome to Earthenshire. We have the pleasure of happy greeting the Third Promise and her retinue. Retain? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Ready Rock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Ready Rock would like to do just that, we have much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests. Sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught up in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The work comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything that artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Waku Makey. See? The Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me a chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join it. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I could use a nap, though. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure if I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock swears that once the pot swarm have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok. You other four, follow Ready Rock. There are other help hands in need of hand lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Aww. Now let's find this Rakarok fellow and see what we can do for him. I did get this already, right? Yeah. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help. The pot pact is broken and the pots are empty. You've come to aid Rakarok? Big yawned. Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smells. We can offer the Potsworn their promised good livings. We might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Yes. Lending a help hand. What Rakarok needs is for the new help hands to create good living for Potsworn. Kahi? Oh. Help hand assigned to Kahi was hurt during the rock raid, so Rakarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kahi. What does Kahi want? What does Kahi need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight asks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guesting. Please guest think with Rakarok. Find out what Kahi is lacking so we can provide it. And count on us. This is where Kahi works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. And I wasn't expecting that storm to have such wide impact on everything. But I guess I should have. Oh, overheated. That must be Kahi. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him. That's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guesting. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out and target a point of interest to examine. Okay. I think Kahi is hot. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Yep. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Well, he's no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. Oh. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kahi might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok. You've made your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kahi hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Ah, but Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahi's tastes. We can help you with that. My brother Kawana is also Hestaro, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahi probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok never would have thought of that. But would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all. But I don't think that was the only reason Kahi couldn't concentrate. The Hestaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahi seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a Draftsy shard. They make a lovely breeze. You know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvage them from the wrecks. Would you handle that for us, Dimma? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kahi's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order? Ah, Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials. Serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for a good living is a help hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The Shoals of No Return are past the cracks, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Oh. Big yawn. That's not something you see every day. Trying to see the place. You're a Dimma, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charland instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed, after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage in uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Dude, you're gonna outsource all of your jobs. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We're on our way back from procuring herbs for Urianger, in fact. Settlements in Kozamaku, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Zon servants, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlayan technology. Dude, you don't need to use tech for everything. My apologies. I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Dimma. He's like, here, let me build a computer road. Oh, there it is. Not everything needs to be tech. Spot the tunnel open. Head through the passage to cover the fan crystal. The little twang is hilarious. Can't believe we're going on vacation. Oh, here we are. Ooh! The grass and the flowers and everything are so pretty. Let me see what this is. I got the text. Crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. Does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. That's probably going to be green. Would be my guess. Blue's probably water. Yeah, there we go. What? I want that car! This crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. Seems you found the crystal record sent you yourself. I want that! I want that mount. How do I get that mount? Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? Drafty shard. The brisk breeze emanating from this wind crystal can be used to fill sails or cool stuffing workshops. Oh! So it's for like helping ships. That's cool. Yes, thank you for seek finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. Pardon me? Night came bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for a most discerning Histaro. It's on his way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahi thinks of our efforts. He likes it. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. Fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pact. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a pottsman. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunshar. Craftsman satisfied with Earthenshire's representation of quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance. Truly a gift fit for the Dawntrail. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Lamati, I am told the Elector has deemed a crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of the Potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozama Mpuka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city. Now I have my answer. Even Charlene Goldsmith could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolal, fortunately, is not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of the craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Histaro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tural's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Histaro. I have few fond memories of nomadic life. He doesn't like his life, it seems. I'm gonna look at this NPC for a minute, because that's a very unique looking use of that face. That is not a common mix of features, I don't think. Well done. Rakarok is very grateful to you. Thank you both for your hard work and clever guesting. When it comes to help handing, knowing the Potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I have had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Ona has details to share concerning the forthcoming feat of promise. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Levier twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Thank you, Kona. For rivals, it's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. I'd like to get out of the banging noise. Ting 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 ting. Run through the bushes. Ah, they wobble! I love it so much. Look at it go, look at it go. Oh, I love that. There we are. Ready Rock thanks you for assisting to help hand Rakarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Question is, are all four going to be here? Happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? No, we did the same. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new Potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zeraljaw. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebblestones. The resilient son for Dawnservant. Zeraljaw was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well, we meet again. This asshole. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was here already, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Claimants, your attention please. As Ready Rock has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans brings in much jiggly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliolal merchants will suffer. So Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever-hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zerolja's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. I think the steps are the entire point of it. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. No kidnapping or... The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. That's not gonna work. You're a dumbass. Fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. He's so stupid. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river, but we can remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Huklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. Couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliolal to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wachumeki. Seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliolal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? Oh, Glamat. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. We know. We're well aware. Glamat, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. Why don't we just take the Aethers? Nuts. Oh! We will? Are you sure? That's so sad! That's so sad! I'm positive. Mostly. Oh, poor Glamat. Oh, that's so sad. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver, Tumu is too rough for me. Nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a potsworn. Are we gonna take Gaspard, or whatever his name was. I'm gonna kidnap him from his job. Probably. Smooth jazz, here we go, it's all jazz. Okay, for just a minute, I'm gonna take a little break here. Gonna put my my leftovers up, make sure everything's good to go there. Take a walk around because my brain is fried. In the meantime, let's see. Let's do... There we go. Alright, I shall return momentarily. I'm back. Tired. Rain is floofy. Fuzzy, floofy. Same difference. Hopefully don't have a whole lot more in me, but we're gonna get as far as we can. Where's my controller? There it is. Alright, we got this. Please don't use that. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachumeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Oakley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. Gonna steal the newbie, aren't we? So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making a request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? Yorzian Goldsmith? What about him? What about the Elza man who just started working here? You mean Fontaine? Fontaine. Ugh. He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Zabzyav Tie. Then maybe we should go and talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Okay. Poor little guy. He just got a job and now we're trying to steal him from it. I went to the wrong place. Yeah, I'm just running. It's close enough. Wait, is that a... That's a vista. It is. Bayside Bevy. Playing host to a never-ending stream of customers, the largest marketplace in Tuliolal is replete with goods from every corner of Tural. Its proximity to the harbor ensures that cargo unloaded from the boats and barges could be... okay, I didn't mean to do that, but, you know, we're not gonna worry about it. New Vista! Hi! Oh, Dimma, you're here too. The Third Promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? That guy is dressed like a Transformer. Robocop. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? Lost soul, till the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. It's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's where an artisan signs a contract to work for the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachu Makey Makey, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I am now an official subject of Tuliolal. Ever since, I've endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Aww. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliola that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fontashane, thank you. I'm never going to pronounce his name right. Shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. It feels kind of like a prison sentence, honestly. Perhaps you remember me, Brooke Evu, owner of I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Rook Lamott's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Now gain access to the role quests! Yes. Wow, already? I'm amazed that I've already unlocked him. Uncouth customers. Urgent job for a courageous soul. Dima, I was wondering when you'd be along. Not a moment too soon either. I've got an urgent job that needs doing, and there's no one else I'd entrusted with it. Of course, you'll be wanting to know the details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there and I'll join you shortly. Oh. Okay. I'll unlock him and then I'll continue on. Now that we're all settled, allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Brooke Evu, proprietor of Zabaltier. As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Tyrol and sometimes farther come here to whet their appetite and sate their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons, and therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Sitting just over there, in fact, and having a conversation most foul. Thank you all for coming here so far from your respective homes. So we're hunting people. Wait, I recognize her. Oh, from the trailer. That's right. As this is the first time we have all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am. Welcome, welcome. What'll you be having? Could we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Ah yes, I am Apyai. If you are sitting here now is because I have personally invited you to the Passage of the Unbound, my secretive villainous order with ambitions to throw discord throughout the world. Villains do not often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. You know, your snide remarks only ruined my carefully constructed atmosphere. I had time to think of a suitable slogan. You would understand. If I had time to think of a suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. It's like Team Rocket. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason, to throw the world into a mire of chaos, then watch its nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who've dared mock and belittle me. As long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. Grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say you were right. At present, we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fist against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. Are these all people from previous quests? In so doing, we shall become unbound. Like the bird soaring above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, standing the azure skies black. It's raining. But sometimes the skies become treacherous with clouds. Even birds must rest. You speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here? To look for it? If so, then I pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tyrol. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Who are these people? Did you say artifacts? Oh ho ho, I sense an adventurous hunt for instruments of devious devilry ahead. My imagination is overflowing with images of new forms my trickery might take. Dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, the objects are held by the disparate tribes which make their homes in Tyrol continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tyrol Vidral, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. The means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. recognize them. I take it there are no questions? Then let the passage of the Unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. Okay. They didn't order a single thing. Hello? There we go. That was weird. My mic just stopped working randomly. So, but, now we have it back. So, that's okay. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? They might lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. They left without ordering anything? Villainous indeed. Can't believe they've done this. It's right there in their name. They're unbound by manners and respect. Won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. Of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the Landsguard. We did, but it didn't make a damn difference. Because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story, then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent out one of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now I know you've business in Tural, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But if you could take time to hear Rule Majun out, you'd be doing a service to many who could really use a helping hand. You got it. Well, there's that for you. Let's turn this in. Greetings. Allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Greetings, Ral Majun. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, have there been any developments you might share? A nuisance? Why, perish the thought. You've come just in time, in fact. None other than the vaunted Dimma has agreed to aid in the search. Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in wicked hands, our home shall know no peace. Say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations. If these thieves really do intend to stir up chaos across the seas, then you had better depart on the next ship. But before you do, it might be proper to introduce you to those who have come to Tuliolal in search of aid. Well, that looks like Reyna, but with different hair and eye. Losakenwe. There comes from the village to the far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic, so she requires a stout protector, someone that can be leaned upon when times are darkest. The heirloom that Need Pine must recover inflicts terrible maladies upon its victims. He seeks someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect. The search for Shashpia's tribal treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She requires someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim. And lastly, there is Suhi, who knows little about her people's ancient artifact aside from that it must not fall into the wrong hands. She seeks a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery. Aren't you forgetting someone, Raoja? Your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. Raoja hails from further south than even Mamuk, and has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effect of his village's treasure. Did I get that right? Indeed, indeed. I do get so forgetful in my old age. Thank you, Ru Majun. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you. Of course I'll share all that I know with you on this matter. You need only ask. And know that I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those whom your talents are best suited. So long as you do what you can, the people of Tyrol and maybe even farther will be in your debt. Amazing. Well, I will be doing that later on. Gained access to the role quest for Dawntrail. A separate quest line in the story is now available for tank, melee, yep. Alright. Let me see, who's mine? Ah, the bunny! Well, I will do that later. Right now we have an MSQ to get through. Bonding. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are enjoying yourself. And don't mind me just hydrating in the middle of the stream. I keep forgetting to drink water. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Fontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wachumeki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Hey! There we go. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliola. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumeki. Promotion of your channel. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But I'm not looking to buy any sort of advertisement, honestly. But thank you for the offer. Let's see. I can't do that. Oh well. Okay. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Watchy Makey Makey. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Well, how's that going? Sorry we're poaching you, dude. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Okay. We now unlock deliveries. Hey! Custom deliveries! There we go. We're making progress. I shall not be doing the custom deliveries. At least not right now. Father first. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass time however you'd like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest. We still have a big journey ahead of us. It's true. Ah! Can't see. I'm positive my retainers need to go back on their ventures. There we go. I figured out something. Welcome back, sir. You've had the Landsguard messenger most anxiously awaiting your return. Demo of the Third Promise's entourage been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Do I get to find him? Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Diplomat. Oh dear. That's even worse. What he's gonna be up to with us. What does he want? What does he need? Ooh, combat. Here we go. The Dawn servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. He wants to fight me. Hell, yes. Let me fight, let me fight, let me fight. I've been itching for combat. Oh, he looks so cool.
Forgive me these sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
He wants to fight me. Yeah.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Let's see. Why don't we find out? So long as neither of us gets too carried away. I'm not interested in fighting you. Yeah, why don't we find out?
A spirited answer. Why not indeed?
No, look at that smug ass grin.
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course, but expect no other mercies. Come, ready your arms, and show me the truth of the tales.
Finally! Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
Wait, what the heck?
Let's test the waters.
2. Oh!
They didn't even blink.
What is this?
I see you know the Viper style.
He noticed!
Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Ooh.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then. Resolve and Reason Kingdom. All right.
Its other head is, it's not that it's sleeping, it's that it's gone.
Ha! Did you think you had my measure? Take this! Still holding up?
Oof, I did it. Nicely done.
We're far from finished! No more holding back! Stay alert!
Oh, that was cool.
You fight well indeed! Formidable!
Thank you. Wait, oh, that's what's going on. I'm formidable and then I immediately target myself. So there's...
Now we'll see what you're truly made of!
Oh.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Oh, that was tough. My arm hurts.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hot-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliyola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind. Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet.
Hello? Oh my gosh. I wonder why that keeps happening. I don't understand what's wrong with my friggin' ports. She is not ready, but that's what the point of the succession.
Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital.
Yes.
And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
Exactly. I told you. I knew it.
And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
Oh, that takes away a lot of stress. Not gonna lie. Whew. Good to know.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and been loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion.
I will.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Mm-hmm. The other two are dangerous. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zeralja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else? Small favor, nothing more. Well, if that's all it was. Well, thinks it's time to gather her allies for the road ahead. Pardon me, still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at 4-hour cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Okay. Let me see. 655. I'm fairly certain. Yeah. None of this stuff is better than what I have. Just because I have the 660 gear. Reaper's decked out, let me tell you. Okay. Road cameras. This. Oops. I forgot I had that. I'm gonna turn that off. But maybe that'll be something for in the future. Who knows? Wait your companions and continue with the rite of succession? Yes. Look at all these people here just vibing. Almost 93. There he is. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fon Jitane. Shall we depart for Earthenshire then? A word before you go. It's our friend! Wukevu, what are you doing here? Ah! I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetuating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Oh, here we go again. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh unto taco meat. Oh my gosh! Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then. I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of a rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tural for 1,000 years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it has more unassuming, and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Keeper back there's watching. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. And that is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wukivu. What are we to make of all these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yakoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fontaine safely into the Moblins' care. Yes, that is right. Put the boy where he belongs. Let him have his home. Meanwhile, in Kozamauka. Uh-oh.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn Servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me! But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Your part in this is far from over.
He is absolutely the real villain out of the four. Like, he's not a villain, but he is, because his actions are leading to a lot of issues. We're back, and we brought with us a willing potsworn. This is FFXIV, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Ishtaim's Aesthetics in Ul'dah. Wonderful, impressive. You are the first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the work pod. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, FFXIV. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have met the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Ready Rock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. I don't know why. Oh, that's a pretty rock. That makes 3. 4 left. Did that connect? Oh my word, what in the world is going on? Let me double check, make sure everything's working. Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay. I believe we finally have it fixed. My mic's dying. I don't know what's going on, so I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and finish this quest, shut everything down, and do a reboot. Anyways. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho, you are doing well. I expected nothing left of Zeroljaw's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness is particular is most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Tyrell with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as new Dawn Master's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I only wish to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may well be true, But how long will it take Tuliolal to progress to this advanced state? How many years? The collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory than swallow Charlene whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. And also bizarre in that there's no need for it. Ready Rock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliolal, there were no pot packs for the potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Gulul Jalja arrived, the families of the Grabsnatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies were not a warmake people. We feared death had come for us. But Gulul Jalja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? So began the custom of good living. Happy potsworns make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gulul Jalja's words were wise. Choice miles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot packs. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. First promise tires of your talk of olden days. You would rather look to the future and the next feat. I don't like that guy. We should be getting on as well. But Cool Jaja never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, Third Promise? Rocco would repay you for hand-helping with Kahi. He brings the tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between. They live in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok. Where did you hear that particular tale? From our long-time Yakoi friends. Yawn. Sorry. They live up in the mountains in Urupacha. Giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. We have more quests here. I'll pick those up later. We're just gonna finish this up. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. Uropacha Highland should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Wait, I believe I have this attuned. I want to make sure. Yep. I always forget. But I'm paranoid about missing something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this turned in, then we'll shut this off, and I'm gonna do some work on my computer. I don't know if I'll be back afterwards, but we'll see. So I'll be back for more MSQ. If not, I'll head to bed early. Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I'm glad I caught you. Ready Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long, if you would please follow me. This sounds very suspicious. Wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. Dim, go after her. I don't trust this. This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. No. Please. Please. We need to go after her. Come on, guys. Perhaps there were complications? Well, let us wait a little longer. No! This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wuklamat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link burrow. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. 'Twas Ready Rock who had business with her, yes? Yeah, this is absolutely sus. Looks like we're going to be leaving it on the cliffhanger, though. So I'm going to apologize in advance for that. Back again so soon. We've come looking for Wuklamat. Did you not send someone to fetch for her? Ready Rock did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Then who was that man that came for her? Oh, I thought you'd left already. Where's Lamati? She not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou wouldst worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Dima and I should work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. Then the rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. We'll be on our way as well. Right, keep in touch. Come, we should begin our search. Na, 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 na. 93, let's go! Okay. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can figure out. So, I thank you all for joining me on this little adventure. We'll see if I'm back tonight. If not, I should be back tomorrow. Have a good night all. Take care.